Hi everyone, I'm Melissa and welcome to this week's episode of the Hostess Journal, where I join you in my home and share a fun hosting tip or strategy to help you to host with calm and not chaos. So this week I want to show you a fun idea for a charcuterie cone. I have a few made up here. I'll show you. It's a super cute, low cost, low effort way to host your guests. And I wanted to show you all the supplies that I have here. So we've got different kinds of meats. These were purchased at Costco, as well as the olives and the nuts. This is a tray of dry salami. I'll tell you exactly what's in here. Calabrese pepper-coated dry salami, Italian dry salami, and prosciutto. We've got a bag of mixed nuts, and I keep these in the freezer because if you keep nuts in the pantry and you don't use them, they do go rancid. So it's best to just always store your nuts in the freezer. Then we had a 3-pack of different kinds of olives. Mr. Twist got into one of the packages, so we're just going to be using the green olives and the Kalamata olives. I've got a box of crackers from Trader Joe's that are assorted party crackers that are really pretty. And then we've got cheese. I love these little Baby Bell cheeses that are already individually wrapped. It just kind of keeps everything clean and sanitary. You can also purchase some green, purple, and red grapes. And then I've got a few little blueberries here. So really there is no rhyme or reason to how I did this. And everyone is going to end up with a different one. So I've taken a drinking glass and I'm using that to hold all of my little cones. I purchased these cones from Amazon. They're made of pine wood. They're heat resistant, durable, eco-friendly, biodegradable, so you can throw them right into your compost pile or into your recycle bin, and they're BPA free. So I bought the 7.25 size. I will link it below, so if you want to purchase a set of these. It came in this really nice storage box, a set of two 50 count sleeves. And I'm just going to pull it out. And y'all, this is going to be so easy for y'all to do. I'm hosting a Girl Scout cookie and wine pairing party this weekend. And it's at 7 o'clock, so everybody's already eaten dinner. I don't have to worry about feeding guests. But sometimes people want to have a little savory to go with their sweet. And we've asked guests to bring each guest to bring a particular type of wine that pairs with the cookie. So next week, be sure to circle back to my Instagram where I will reveal to you the most adorable way to have your Girl Scout cookies and enjoy them with wine and sparkling wine. So I'm going to take one of these cones, and in the bottom, I'm just going to put some nuts. Just, I don't know, maybe about a little over a tablespoon. And so that gets you something dry on the bottom. And then let's take our olives, and we'll put a few in there, and take one each of your salami, and we're going to set that aside. And then we're going to take our prosciutto, and then I'm just going to take my prosciutto and I'm going to roll it into like a little tube, so that way people can just pick it up out of the cone. I'm going to stick it right there, and then I'm going to take the 3 different salamis, and I'm going to put those along the back. So let me show you what I've done. I got my salamis here along the back. I put my rolled up prosciutto, and down here are olives, and underneath that are the nuts. Now I'm going to take my cheese and kind of tuck it toward the back. I'm going to take just a little snip of grapes. You're not trying to serve these people an entire charcuterie board. You're just wanting to give them a little sampling of something. Then I'm going to stick my blueberries on top of that. And then what I would do is I would wait until the very moment your guests are going to arrive before you put the crackers in, because you don't want your crackers to get soggy. Now, if you wanted a little bit more color, you could do green grapes instead of purple. I'm going to take my crackers and I'm going to tuck them behind. I may not be able to show you. I'm going to take my crackers and I'm going to tuck them behind the meat. So it's going to look like this. Look at that. It's portable. It's easy for them to carry. They can carry this, or they can lay it down on their plate and go have a seat. And one of the things, how I'm going to serve these is I have an old, it's either Coke or Dr. Pepper, wooden crate that they used to transport the bottled drinks to wherever they were going to sell them. So they have little slots that are squares, and I'm going to clean it out really good, line each one with either some cute little newspaper or tissue paper, and then I'm going to pop one in each slot, and I'm going to set them on the table along with the cookies and the wine. And I'm putting together a fun little menu that'll have the wine pairing with the cookie, and I'm going to share all of that with you over on homewithatwist.com on my website next week. But I just wanted to show you guys a cute way that you can host your guests very inexpensively, because a lot of these items that we have used in today's little tutorial can be popped back in the freezer until you want to use them again. Your meats are freezable. Pop those in until the next time you want to have a party, or you just want to have a little meat and cheese with your wine in the evening. Your nuts you can freeze. Your olives, you can keep these in the refrigerator and use them for your recipes. I don't know about freezing olives. I've never have tried to freeze an olive. Of course, your grapes that you bought, you just buy as much as you need for this particular activity, and then you've not wasted any. And then the crackers are always good to have on hand anytime you're going to have friends over. So I hope that this little idea for hosting a wine and cheese party and making little portable charcuterie cones has been inspiring for you today. I will put the link to my website below. I will put the link to these cones below if you wanted to purchase those. And I will also put the link for my free dinner party checklist below. If you're not an email subscriber, once you subscribe, you'll automatically receive this dinner party checklist in your email, and you can use it to help you plan your parties with confidence. And I'm just so happy that you're here, because my motto is hosting with intention and not perfection. Thank you for joining me on this week's episode of the Hostess Journal.